Hi, I'm David Strickle. I channel a group of non-physical entities that I call the Stream. In the beginning of 2018, I left a very lucrative corporate job with nothing but a podcast and an unpublished book, a now published unpublished book. And I didn't really know what my plan was going to be. I didn't know what my business was going to look like. I just had faith that it was going to unfold. And almost immediately, I came across Kimberly Maska and her Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. And I will tell you that prior to joining, I had no plan. I had a little bit of a following from the podcast, not a whole lot, probably about 5,000 subscribers to the podcast. And I think I had about 10,000 or so followers on Instagram. So not a giant 6 or 7 figure following at all. And with her boot camp, I was able to get in, and within 3 weeks, I had a course developed. I had marketing started for it, and I began earning money within 3 weeks of joining boot camp. And in the 12-week time that I was in boot camp, I earned over $60,000. So it was the biggest takeaway for me of Spiritual Biz Bootcamp was being able to earn a living almost immediately without having a huge following. So before I came in, I really had nothing going on. I had earned a total of $200 in my spiritual business from one reading that I had done. And then coming out of it, I'd already earned $60,000. And not only had I earned $60,000, I had all of the tools that I needed to run a very successful global online spiritual business. And the most satisfying part of it is not the money. The most satisfying part of it is the fact that I created this course within 3 weeks of joining boot camp and began changing people's lives almost immediately. In my boot camp that I created was totally different than what Spiritual Biz Bootcamp is. Started changing people's lives within just a few months. And I started getting these testimonials. And now 7 months into my business, it's not even a year old yet, I have had over $127,000 in sales, and I have 18 client testimonials, 18 people on video talking about how my boot camp, what I have to offer, has profoundly changed their lives. That's the most satisfying thing to me. So if you're on the fence, if you're not sure about working with Kimberly or not, I will tell you to dive in and do it. I went to my guides, the Stream, before I ever joined. They said, this is your path opening up. This is a time in your life that you need to jump in and drink the Kool-Aid. And I did, and it worked very, very well for me. Again, she is a marketing genius. She is also connected very much to the spiritual world. So that hybrid, that combination works extremely well. And she gives you hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tools and training that you get in a 12-week period. And it's intense. But if you dive in and you do the work and you give it the power, it will absolutely work for you the way it worked for me. I totally recommend Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. Namaste.